Welcome on Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. To those who have not subscribed, please subscribe. We need to get to 1 billion subscribers, zillion even. And yeah, to those who have subscribed, thank you. And thank you for those who have been interacting. I really appreciate it. But yeah, guys, today there are actually 4 topics I'm going to be chatting about. It's going to be the angry fans, Gonzalez, player ratings, and the issue of nepotism, because I was part of like a not part of, but I joined a Twitter space last night just to hear what fans were saying, and they raised a very interesting nepotism point in that conversation. But yeah, let's kick it off. Angry fans. So Tina, as fans, we went and we decided to do to Unseki what we did to Ozwane and Tumpadem. Not that I was there, but I'm just saying it is what it is. Is it good? Is it bad? This is the reality I keep telling people. No one is ever saying it's good to go out there and hit a coach. But this is the thing, guys. The fans and this has been throughout time. This is nothing new. People must not act like fans reacting this way is new. No. What this is basically fans telling the coaches, Guti, we are talking to you on social media. We are talking to you at stadiums. We are talking to you in every way we can. But you guys, as management, don't want to listen to us. So we know the only way to get you guys to listen to us is to be violent. Because this is South Africa at the end of the day. People forget this is South Africa, Baba. If you keep disappointing a large number of people, sooner or later they will come for you, and that is where we are now. Is it right? No. But is it a reality of where we live in the country we live in Mzansi? Yes, it's a reality. Good. At some point people will have enough, will be fed up. We saw a Sundowns fans going on to the thing, pulling DSTV cameras and all of that when Sundowns was dumbering them 6-0. And I'm going to say this, guys, now that I've told you, Guti, Pirates fans did that when Sundowns was tumpering them like 6 or whatever nil. Chiefs is going to play Sundowns twice in MTN 8. One thing I'll say is this: the PSL better have the best security in the world for that game, because something tells me if the aggregate score ends up at, like, if Sundowns beats us 5 first leg, and then the next leg they want to put another 5. Hey, I what they saw against Unseki this weekend is nothing. Is nothing. Like, everyone will be under threat. Everyone will be under threat. And this is not me saying I am condoning it. This is me saying this is the reality of where we live. If you don't, the majority of South Africans support Kaizer Chiefs. And you are disappointing majority of South Africans who pay their hard-earned money to go and support you. It can get violent. That is the reality. You wanted to be a big team. Now you're a big team. You must deal with what it means to be a big team. This is not and yeah, that is just the end of it. It's not right. No one is condoning it. I wouldn't say fans must go and do it. But would I be surprised if it happens? No, I won't be surprised, because I would expect it. But yeah, guys, on to the next one. Gonzalez. Gonzalez, apparently they said, is arriving in South Africa tomorrow, Tuesday, and everyone thinks Gonzalez is going to be Ujeso, Brother God, Unkulunkulu, whatever way you wanna paint it. And all I can say is, Mr. Calendar, he must just come and prove himself. I will not put any expectations. I will judge you when you play. I'll just judge you when you play. All these videos people are showing us on YouTube, etc., I don't even want to think about, because there was a time when the Chiefs was looking for a striker, and there was this guy from playing in some league, and he had scored like 37 goals in like 30 games. The Chiefs signed him? No, they signed Abu Caleb. So that will tell you what that means. Good, we left a player who could score, and then we signed to Caleb. But anyway, next, player ratings. I'm trying to go through this as quick as possible just to not make this video long, because I'm sure you guys are already aware. Good, hey, this man, when he starts talking, he can talk for a lifetime. Okay, let's kick it off. Peterson, I'll give a 6. A lot of people are blaming Peterson for that goal, but unfortunately, guys, that goal was not Peterson's fault. That goal was just not. It was unlucky. The goal was unlucky. Um, he was let down by his defenders, because how can our defenders? First, Simango made the mistake of allowing that guy to break through. That guy who was tormenting Simango the whole game. Then uDitlokwe failed to cover Simango's mistake, and then they allow a striker to have basically a free shot at Peterson. So what Peterson did is that he tried to cover his near post, but then what happened is that the ball he had basically covered his near post, but then the ball hit the post, and then it hit him and went in. Those are unlucky things. It happened to the best keepers in the world, De Gea, Neuer. It has happened to the best of the best. I'm sure it has even happened to Uyutumo at some point. It happens to the best. There's only so much you can do to stop those chances. Other than that, he had very good saves. Actually, giving him a 6 is even unfair. I'll even say I'll give him a 7, because how many goals did he, how many one-on-ones did he stop? He stopped like 3 to 4 one-on-ones. Like that one who shot, he had to save twice and stuff. Like, I know, Peterson, I don't care what anyone says, but like, you deserve a 7. Like, you're the only one. You stopped us from being embarrassed by TS Galaxy the way we were embarrassed by Amazulu. Like, I still get tormented by that Amazulu game where they beat us 4-0. And I was like, how is this useless team beating us 4-0? But anyway, next one, left back. You know what? All the defenders, I'll give them 3. Msimango, this game, I'll even give him 2. Klanti, 3, did nothing in the game, not going forward. In defense, they were just running through them like they are nothing. Utitlokwe, 3, Msimango 2. I expected so much better from Msimango. He did, for the first time watching Msimango play for a team. I've watched him a lot playing for TS Galaxy, but it was the first time me watching him struggle to defend a player. Like that guy who with the blonde hair, I think it's from Kaizer or Kelly's, one of the two. That guy with the blonde hair really, really, really tore up Simango, like hectically. Like there's nothing I can really say there. Simango was like defeated that game. And then right back, Frosler. Hi guys, Frosler, there's nothing more I can say about Frosler. Frosler also, they were doing the same thing to him. They were tearing him up in the game. He couldn't really do much. So that is Frosler and our defenders basically. Midfield, Matt, I'll give him I'll give him a 3 also. Like nothing. Give him a 3. Like Matt did nothing. Like, I don't even know how Matt played 90 minutes. Like, even maybe a 3 is too much. I'll give him Matt a 2. Like, like he couldn't do his job of being a defensive midfielder, and he couldn't do a job of creating. So what was he doing? He was just running around wearing the Chiefs jersey because Gumnandi. You must know that these guys take home ama 200k to show us Lama Simba Chips now. So anyway, the next one is Castillo 3. Poor game. I don't care whoever says Castillo played well yesterday is like, he was not making the right passes. They were killing him defensively. He did not have awareness. Like, he was just fouling people. It was just disjointed. It was a very terrible game to watch if you are a Chiefs fan. Modi 2 as well. I think I gave Castillo 3. Yeah, Modi 2. Modi, like Matt, 2 of my worst players on the day, did nothing. Like, if your job is to attack and like the things you do is useless. Like Modi, I remember in the first half got a chance where they broke, and then he shot like a soft pass. Like, it was basically like a back pass to the keeper. I was like, these guys are good when they play for their Golden Arrows teams or whatever, but sometimes this is all coaching. Like, It's coaching, and I'll get to the coaches' ratings. The next one is Botsani. For the first time, he had a bad game, but at the same time, I'll say this about Upotsani. Upotsani is not the best player you'll ever find, but he's like the hype man. He's the person who gives the team energy. He knows how to run. But what happened yesterday is that TS Galaxy crammed how Chiefs play. They kick into space, and so TS Galaxy blocked the space. And when the TS Galaxy blocks the space on the wings to kick those balls, that means that the game plan has ended. Why? Because we would kick the ball, would change play, hit the ball to Potsane or Modi, and then when they get the ball, ETS Galaxy would block the space, and then no one would be supporting Upotsane or Modi because the TS Galaxy players were rushing us. They were not giving us time to breathe. They were rushing every play, and if you're not supporting players when they come when they if we get put in isolated areas, then it's over, because every time we pass someone, they have to trap the ball and run back towards our goal. They can't trap and go to TS Galaxy's goal because there's no longer space. And that was my issue. And this is why I say it's very bad to have coaches who do this tum ball, because it just isolates the player who's going to receive the ball, and that is terrible. Then the next player is Mtanzani, same issue. They block spaces, so he couldn't operate. And even when he did break through, he just barely had any chances because we don't play as a midfield. Is TS Galaxy good? No. If this was the Chiefs that still played proper football, like in the days of about Ted Dimitri, what, would we have beaten TS Galaxy? Yes, we would beat TS Galaxy 5-0. Even the way they played, we would beat them. But the Chiefs of today, is it good enough? No, the Chiefs of today is not good enough because of coaching. Uh, Striker Ranga won. Like, he missed basically the best chance he has gotten since he started. So I don't know what more does he want. So I won't be. I'm trying my best to not be too harsh on Uranga, but there are certain chances I don't expect him to miss. Like that is just it. And the one he missed today is one of those. Missed on the day was one of those. Christian Sahile came on in the first half, looked like he had energy. Then what happened is that they couldn't give him accurate passes. He was getting blocked, and then he basically, like, he disappeared. And it went back to my question, Guti, why do we not have Duba on the bench if Udu Priest is injured? But anyway, Christian Saile started playing that role of Uranga, and it did not work. Christian Saile, when he was playing that Ranga game, it actually felt like we had 10 players on the field, because Christian Saile can't play that role. He disappears. Then who else came on? Uzwane. Zwane. Let me tell you something about Zwane. Zwane, and I'm gonna tell you something about what happened to Uduba last year. We were always losing games, and other Zwane used to put Uduba in the game with 10 minutes to go. And then you know what Uduba would do? Uduba would get one chance and miss with his 10 minutes or 5 minutes of play. And then others one would take him out of the squad. And we would not see Uduba again until like 5 games later. Then he would be on the bench, another substitution appearance. Uduba comes in the last 5 minutes. He gets one chance, he misses, and then Uzwane doesn't put him in the game again. Then we ask ourselves, Uzwane, Duba has created more chances for himself in 5 minutes than Abu Caleb have done in 85 minutes. So why don't you give the boy more minutes? But Uzwane didn't want to give Uduba more minutes. Now Zwane, Samkelo Zwane, you are doing the same thing. They put you on, and then you fail to make an impact. Even worse, when they put you on, we even become a worse team, because but coaching is so bad. With these substitutions didn't make sense. We had 3 defensive midfielders in the pitch at one time. It was just a disaster. So, and we're losing that time. Imagine having 3 defensive midfielders when you're losing. I don't understand how these guys operate. It's like they are scared of getting beaten by a big score line, so they would rather lose 1-0. Anyway, That is a Molefe Ntsiki Paul who wants to play with individual brilliance. Molefe, there's no Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever here. Or Messi or Neymar. We don't have those kind of players. You have to get the system to work for the players. And this is, yeah, but yeah, I'll get to the system also as well as to why you need an identity and a system. And then, guys, I even forgot the other subs because Umtu was another sub. Umtu came with energy, but the system was already broken. Yeah, then now the coaches. What do I give the coaches? I give the coaches a zero. Like they don't deserve to be sitting on that Kaizer Chiefs bench at this point. Like even zero feels like it's too good, maybe even a negative. Like some people will say we're being too harsh, but the football we are playing is just terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. We no threat. Our players don't look fit. Our players struggle to like game here, Cape Town City reminds me of that game last year when we played our first game and we played Royal AM. We played a high intensity, high pressing game. The next game, we could not carry that performance because the players couldn't keep up with that standard. So, my question is why is the fitness coach not training the boys to keep up with the high intensity standard of play? Because after one game, our players are out. Dupreez is out. I don't know. They still don't know the reason for Dupreez being out. Ranga pulled up with an injury because of this running game. And this will not be the end. These boys are not fit enough to play a system where you run wire. They will not be there. Someone else will get hurt because of this thing of running like headless chickens. Yeah, so Bomili Fentik and his crew zero. Management, our case I'm down zero. You guys have had zero ever since you appointed Mulifa. We've just been here trying to, accept the decision because it's like whatever. But anyway, the system. This is what I want to explain about the system. The reason why you need to have an identity and a proper system of playing the ball and moving the ball around, this is the main reason. A lot of people will think, Guti, hey, Sundowns is playing well because they have good players. No, Sundowns is playing well because they have a good system. Yes, the bonus is that you have better players than the league. But if Chiefs had also a good system, it would counter them. Why do I say that? A good system is there to help the players not have to think too much. When I say that, I'm like, if I'm playing soccer and I know I don't have to stress because I know whoever like Shabalala is gonna be there or Shabalala is gonna support. It puts less pressure on my mind to think. So we do things every day. We do a pattern every day, pattern of play. Move the ball like this, move the ball to a point where when you're playing in the game, it's second nature. You first turn because when you turn the ball, you know Guti, this person is gonna be there. Then you turn, you pass. Then you make a movement. When that person gets the ball, he already knows Guti, I got the ball here. This person will a player will support me from here because that is our system. Our system is our system and it works like that. But if you play the cheese football that it lacks identity and stuff, when we kick to the corners and it gets to Potanu mode, what happens is that they get the ball and then because they are just playing a kicking game and they don't play a system, if there's no support, they don't know what to do, so they kick back. And that is what happened. Yesterday, the most creative players in the Kaizer Chiefs team were the defenders because they're the ones who hold the ball more than the midfielders. The midfielders didn't hold the ball in this game. But anyway, those are the player ratings. Now, the topic of nepotism. I was in that Twitter space, and in that space, they were saying Chiefs will one day go down in a case that in a one day go down in a case study of being of the reason why businesses who do nepotism fail, and this is Chiefs. It's like because Chiefs is owned by a family and all the family members hold big positions, they can never be fired or held accountable. And what that means is that because my son or my brothers or whatever are in the team, if they better or they don't know how to do their jobs, you can never correct that. You can never. How do you fire people's kids? You can't do it. And that is why they are failing. And that is why Sundowns isn't failing. And a lot of people in that channel were saying, but Utope is there. He's also the son of Patrice. And what people don't realize is that the son doesn't run the day-to-day business. The son doesn't run the signings. The son doesn't run how to the team, how the hiring of the coaches. He doesn't run those things. He's like the face of the team. He just shows that he steps in the place, he ensures that the team is working in the right direction, etc. But he doesn't run Sundowns. But now it Chiefs, the people who run Sundowns is Bobby Kezam and Jessica Mutau. So if those people don't know how to run, I won't even include Jessica because she's more on marketing. So we know she does her job well. So if Kezam Down Jr. and Bobby don't know how to run a Chiefs team, don't know how to sign players, because that is what they do. They run Chiefs, they hire the coaches, they sign the players, they tell the coach, they try get the coaches who will play an identity. They are too involved. If those people suck at their job, how do you fix it? Because it's the case of nepotism. The nepotism means good. I am in this job because the owner of this club is my father, and that is the only credential I have for being in this job. It's not that I'm good at it, it's just that my father owns the business. That's why. And we all know Gutu Bob Steak once said he didn't put in a CV at Kaizer Chiefs because it's his birthright to work at Chiefs. So yeah, that's what happens. So we as fans are crying for Chiefs to do better, but Chiefs is doing better. We're buying their shirts, we're filling the stadiums, but now right, but like I'm Nandi, they still drive the best cars, they're still one of the biggest brands in the country, they still George while we are crying. But now are they crying? No. I'm a bank account or showing I'm $1 million. Tina, our bank account are showing tears. And then on top of that, on the weekend when we watch Chiefs, we are in tears. And then we got depressed. And then you ask yourself the question, Yogoti, who is this person who made me watch these Chiefs games? Because this person, I have a problem with him, because this person who made me now like Chiefs has put me in depression. And I'm gonna make this one of the topics for tomorrow. Should we, or for the coming week, should we now consider, is divorcing Chiefs a bad thing? Or is it even possible? Because I don't feel it's possible. I feel like I have picked Chiefs, I'll die with Chiefs, but I need to divorce for my mental health, but I don't know how. So we must ask ourselves as fans.